Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Gregory's death had us choked up all week, but one thing had us puzzled. Plus, we didn't know that asterisk bombshell coming. General Hospital had me tearing up for most of the week. Gregory's death, which we knew was coming, was so sad. Everyone's acting in this storyline was top-notch. The other big storylines were Alexis fighting to get her law license back, which led to a big surprise, and everyone's reaction to Sonny beating up Dex. Let's just get into all that went down. After the wedding and when Gregory told Chase his bucket list was complete, I thought this was it, but actually had a bit of hope when Chase added holding your grandchild to that list. The minute he went to bed and the flashbacks started, I knew this was the end. And just like that, Gregory was gone. Having that last scene of him peacefully in his bed and hearing Violet saying, "Good night, Grandpa," was such an emotional moment. Else can be an excruciating disease to watch progress, and at least the writers spared us from that. Mike's death was sad and emotional enough, so it felt like Gregory went out happy and on his own terms. The next day, Finn's reaction to his father's death was truly heartbreaking. As the scenes with the paramedics and coroner played out, I thought, do we really need to be seeing all of this? This is a bit morbid. However, then I realized we did need to see them in order to really understand what Finn was going through, having to stand there and watch it all play out. I wasn't shocked that Finn fell off the wagon. The panning to the bourbon bottle made it clear that was going to happen. However, I was a bit surprised at how he lashed out and pushed Liz away. Look, most of us find Liz and Finn to be a big ol' snooze-fest as is, but I did not want to see, nor do I want to see in the future, that Gregory's death is what causes drama and friction between them. By the end of Friday's show, it seemed Chase had talked Finn down, and even Finn realized he'd handled everything wrong and needed to go to a meeting. However, Liz confiding in Portia about Finn's drinking, and the look on Portia's face, makes me think this is far from over. Bad move, Liz. Through most of the week, I was wondering, like many, where was Tracy in all of this? It seemed like they had Ned take Chase to the stables to tell her about Gregory's death off screen, which wasn't cool. However, by Friday, Tracy finally learned about his death from Cody of all people. I guess we are just supposed to assume Tracy was off riding when Chase got there. I don't know, confusing. I'm glad we got to see Tracy's reaction, but hearing it from Cody just didn't feel right. Even if they tried to have her claim she thought Gregory was likely a lot like Cody when he was younger, to try and make the scene work, it was just an odd choice all around. I was touched that Tracy went to Stella and asked her to come to her with any bills or anything that needs to be handled as to not bother Gregory's family right now. I thought the line "Gregory changed me, and I don't want to let him down, at least not so soon," was a brilliant one. And the "at least not so soon" addendum was so Tracy. Sonny sure did a number on Dex's face, as did the makeup department. It really looked nasty and grisly. Now Sonny has lost the last bit of family he has. Christina is afraid of him and believes her dad needs to be brought to justice, while Dante is done making excuses and looking the other way when it comes to his father. I loved Carly's line to Sonny, "When you run out of traitors, who are you to blame for the man you've become?" I'm still, though, left in disbelief that nobody is continuing to push the questions about if his meds are working or not. But that's soaps for you. Sometimes we have to ignore rational logic for the sake of the story. Dex going to Anna for advice about whether or not to press charges, and her basically guiding him in the direction not to, had me rolling my eyes. Anna even said now wasn't the time to bring Sonny down, and Diane would work her magic with this case. I'm guessing Anna is hoping to tie Pikeman and Sonny and bring them down together, bringing back the original charges against him for trafficking weapons that the court said could be refiled should evidence emerge. I hope Ava gets a look at Dex's face before it heals so she sees what Sonny did to him. As I said in last week's column, Ava should be worried that Sonny could blow up on her, or worse, Avery. I really had come to like the reformed Ava, but now the current writing team seems hell-bent on turning her back in the monster she was. Her telling Sonny that this was really all Jason's fault, that Christina will come around, and that it seems like Carly wants him to be on the outs with his children doesn't sound like she has Sonny's best interests at heart. Given what else we found out about Ava this week, I'm starting to believe the theory some have put out there, that this is about avenging Julian. Sonny took her family away, so now she's taking his away? It's been long overdue, but Alexis finally had her day in court to get her law license back. And getting to see Diane and Alexis working together on it was a double bonus. Alexis' comment about Fergus looking familiar was a funny line, as was Diane noting if he kept scowling, he'd give himself a migraine. Of course, the big shocker was when Fergus revealed the person who had accused Alexis of legal and ethical misconduct in the first place was Ava. I did not see that coming. Bravo to the writers for that surprise. Alexis arguing her disbarment had nothing to do with the law and everything to do with personal vendettas was spot on. Fergus' own actions in court should have made that clear to the judges when he yelled, she destroyed his family, his brothers were dead because of her, and he was not going to let her destroy anyone else's lives or be a lawyer again. Given Fergus' behavior, I was shocked the panel of judges didn't immediately side with Alexis. And how on earth was he allowed to be the opposing counsel when he clearly had a bias and wasn't even hiding it? What a circus court that was. Now we have to wait 30 days for their decision. That's the equivalent of 3 months in soap time. Though I can't see them starting this storyline only to stick it to Alexis fans by having them uphold her disbarment. Watching Alexis run a paper has been the pits. My final thought as I close out this week is that I'm so glad they finally addressed the fact that Chase's mom, Jackie, was on assignment across the world, and that's why she wasn't at the wedding. You would think they could have addressed that earlier, though. That's it for my opinions of this week's episodes. As always, leave your own thoughts in the comments below. I'm enjoying the current writing of General Hospital with its faster pace and a few surprises here or there. I'm enjoying the downfall of Sonny Corinth. I hope they don't try to explain everything he did by the effects of the wrong or cut medication. What is happening with the writing as I heard that the head writer was fired? Is the faster pace due to that head writer or is it due to the other writers who are remaining? I really don't want General Hospital to get back to the very slow pace, which really destroyed its rating from 1980s onward. I'm still glued to the screen. Today we had Tracy and Cody and Tracy and Stella. VYSPCILTREAT, and more Alexis and Diane. I also thought that TJ and Numali have developed some real nice chemistry. The Finn/Chase scenes and the BLQ/Violet scenes were outstanding as well.